Andrew Pontel, music educator. It would be since 2004. So we would be 16 plus years. This would be my 17th year. Wow. I love music. I'm highly trained in music. Musicians are often perfectionists, so you always kind of think that you're not at the level you want to be at. And I came to Springfield to leave the Catholic school where I was because I was facing some bullying, like for just being a choir boy or whatever, you know. But I came here because there was more of a diverse population of folks that understood different types of people, and there was an acceptance of different types of people. The courses and clubs that I moderate or teach are populated by students that want to be there. It doesn't mean that they've had a whole lot of experience, but it does mean that they, in some way, agreed to take the class. You know, it's an elective. So that alone is awesome because you're meeting students where they are, but they're also coming into your zone because either they want to interact with you, they've seen something in you as a teacher that they want to partake of, or they see something in the content that they know is going to be good for them. So being able to meet that spark is really important to me. I think that the things that I teach are very communal based, you know. It's not all like, you know, holding hands and dancing around the campfire, but to me there's something deeper than that. It's a commitment to other people, and when I see students leave here and go into the world committed to making, you know, positive impact on their community, that's sort of like what I think I get to do a lot of. Certainly it's important to help students know where they are and where they can get, but unless you know who they are, you really not going to do anything meaningful. You know, when you see a student with a vision like that wants to create something larger than there is, those are the moments that I really live for. And then, you know, I think that's why I do it, is I'm very I don't consciously try to fire people up. I just am myself kind of fired up about it. I see music as a gift. You know, songs are a gift. I've always said when I teach something, I'm giving a gift. And when somebody takes that gift and then like ridiculously hoopties it up and then like passes that on to the next person, like that's what I love. So those are things like when my wife was going through cancer treatments, like I didn't, it's tough. You don't want to cry in front of your students, you know, unless it's really necessary. You don't want to show too much of like the pain of life, because everybody knows there's pain in life, you know, and you do have to shepherd students through that, especially during adolescence. I mean, you want to be the voice of light. You want to be the voice of life. So when I was sort of voiceless in that category, you know, you were a big support to me. So it was a natural conversation to have. What I learned is that I needed to trust myself, though. What I saw was like sort of deep wounds that had been inflicted on me as a child by those around me were not really who I was. Those were things that I needed to sort of look at and say, I see you hurt. Like, you know, I feel you hurt, you know, but you know what? You have this gift. You might not be the best. You might not be like the most talented instrumental player like Chuck Dodson across the hall. You know, you might not be like the stage presence of Marlene Thornton, but you know what? You are in a team here and people are relying on you. So I learned that the teamwork of it, the trust. I came into this department in a very dark moment. When I came in, I think it began to breathe more. And I realized that my acceptance, my openness, my own comfortability with myself was the key to unlocking the greatness of my colleagues. I do feel like if I was in a situation that was not an education situation, I would be called upon more to be like a voice of authority, or like speaking from experience, and like I've been doing this for however many years and I have the answer. It's like I don't need to do that here. All I need to say is like I have an idea or two about how to make this work, and I can see that you're growing and growth. So being in a growth field is what I love. I just love, you know, mastery is fun. Moments of mastery are important to the arts and the craft of artistry, but commitment to growth is really exciting, and you can only do that in a youthful environment like education.